Work. Hello and welcome back to Nadya's Identity Files. Now I have both of my wonderful guests with me, Max and Janet. Thank you guys. We were just discussing some very interesting fun facts of San Diego. Max, why don't you tell us again what the meaning of San Diego is for us? What does it mean now? Go ahead.
Well, the great poet and philosopher Ron Burgundy once said that people don't know that San Diego is actually Spanish for a whale's vagina.
Why do you think that he said this? I want you to ponder. I want you to introspect.
I think it's because he's an important man. He has many leather-bound books, and he's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I think men with leather-bound books for sure have some insightful things to say about cities and their relationship to vaginal canals and women's reproductive systems for sure.
The apartment smells like rich mahogany. That says it all.
I love that. You are a character. And we're all wearing shades of blue right now. I'm wearing the darkest shade of blue, and I think it goes like, you're the next darkest shade, and then Max is like a light shade of blue. So what I want to talk about now is, hopefully there's some people tuning in who relate to both of your, respective struggles. And if we could give them, or if you both could give them some advice or what they can do if they're experiencing either hair loss or excess hair growth, and how to deal with it, especially because our society kind of sets up, our beauty standards as being one thing. It's very binary, it's very limited. So what advice do you have for people who are enduring a similar struggle?
I definitely would say, for me, what I do is create a routine for yourself on a daily basis that can help you give yourself self-love. Either whether it may be meditating or journaling or dancing naked, because I've done that before, by the way, or singing in the shower, whatever it is that gives you joy to you, for you, no one else. That's really where you begin to just really see your beauty and feel your beauty within, and just from there create a daily routine, and wherever it goes from there, that's really how you begin. And just even looking yourself in the mirror and just telling yourself, you are beautiful, you are handsome, I love you because of you, for you. So yeah,
I think daily routines are really great. They're super grounding, and they help create some sort of ritual that enables an enhanced comfort level for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Max? What are your advice points?
I love that she said that, because at the VA, when you do yoga and you go to therapy and you go to the meetings, they talk to you about finding your own identity. And when you divorce from the military, it really is like a divorce. You forget what it's like to be yourself. So you really got to find your own identity. And that's the point of their therapy and their meditation and their yoga and all that. So I really like that she said that. And the important thing is to be brave enough to find your self-awareness, because a lot of people aren't brave enough to really look at themselves and say, this is important, this is not important, this is where I'm right, this is where I'm not right, and these are the things that I need to change. And it's not about changing who you are for the world, but it's about changing who you are for the better. And that's the track that we should all be. That way, when somebody comes and puts you down or calls you names, calls you a rapist sent over from Mexico, you don't need to worry about it. It's very funny. I was watching Anthony Scaramucci's interview, and they asked him if he regretted what he did, his term. And he said, no, I don't regret it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You got to stay humble, because being yourself is the key. And again, he mentioned the right people will like you and the wrong people won't. But you be yourself, and that's the key. And I encourage everybody watching to go online and watch Anthony Scaramucci's interview. It's on one of those late night shows, or Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or one of them.
For sure. Do you think, though, I mean, obviously people, like we were talking earlier, someone who's dealing with the excess hair, or someone who's dealing with a receding hairline, or just straight up hair loss for, different reasons, when we tell them to be themselves, do you think sometimes, in some cases, they may take it literally, which is fine, to just rock that? Do you think it's super subjective, and what people decide to do is ultimately what they need to do to feel the most comfortable in their own skin?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's whatever feels right to you intuitively, because you already know what you like best for you. You just kind of have to dig a little deeper to find that out, which is the whole point of creating that routine of self-love and just looking yourself in the mirror. Like, that's how you're really gonna get to know yourself on a deeper level. And like,
for sure,
that's
self-love
and self-care. We hear a lot about self-care now, taking the time for self-care. I don't know if you both are Pinterest users at all, but I love going into Pinterest sometimes and just typing in self-care and getting like a lot of different like hip, tips and tricks and whatnot for self-care, because I'm somebody that doesn't do a lot of self-care. I'm always working. So I kind of have to remind myself to do that.
Yeah. Like,
I encourage any male that's watching to go to the gym, even any female, to combat any type of weakening mindset. Going to the gym and getting physically strong will do a lot towards getting yourself or keeping a strong mentality.
Yeah.
Plus, if anything, you'll be another sexy, muscular, bald guy, or toned chick with hair.
Yeah, for sure. Working out is so great on multiple levels and different types of workouts. I mean, yoga obviously is highly meditative and can be very grounding in that sense, whereas something more rigorous like running or circuits or even a boot camp class, it has another effect in that it just kind of gets you out of yourself.
Dancing also helps out, by the way. It's a great form of cardio if you're like at it for like 2 hours.
What, some bachata?
Bachata, salsa.
Some cumbia.
West African dance class too is really great.
Where do you take that?
Dang, I forget. Baldwin Hills, I believe, somewhere.
Oh, nice. That sounds fun.
It's really intense, but it's really rewarding. It's just like, I love the different cultures. Just like how dance can be I just love it.
And you get to be immersed in the music.
Yeah.
For sure.
Live music, especially if it's live music. Oh, that's always the best. Yeah.
Nice. Any remaining thoughts, either of you, on how people can reclaim their identities, having dealt with similar issues as you both?
I will say this. Shit is gonna come up.
Why do people think you can't curse my show? I was dropping F-bombs in my intro.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of deep, intense stuff that's not gonna be nice or pleasant, and you're not probably gonna want to deal with it. But that's the whole point, to break through out of your shell. You get to do and face front those feelings, those emotions, those thoughts that are passing through you, so that way you can come out of it and be stronger, resilient, and just confident and brighter, and just be your wholesome, beautiful self that you already are. Like, those feelings are gonna come up. I'm not saying they don't come up for me, and I'm pretty sure Max over here, he's dealt with it on his own, but that's the whole point of breaking through, just to become a better version of yourself each and every moment. So
the road always gets more difficult before you see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you got to start walking the road of recovery, or the road of self-awareness, or the road of becoming who you're going to be through metamorphosis to burst out of your cocoon, But you got to be brave enough to accept what cards you have been dealt, and that way you can learn how to play them.
Yes.
I started lifting weights because I was going bald, and I didn't want to be a skinny bald guy. Turns out The Rock was going to turn into Dwayne Johnson, the highest paid movie star in the world, and I look exactly like him, except shorter and less muscular. Just because I'm brown and bald. So
it turns out
good things happen if you accept it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for helping me create a kick-ass episode and empowering and inspiring my audience. I wish you both the best of luck in your journeys. And thank you all for tuning in. You guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.
Namaste.
Namaste.